my god. Hi, today is the day after over a month working hard on launching my small business. Today is the 29th of March. I'm gonna launch in 10 minutes. In 10 minutes. I set an alarm so I don't piss out because right now my Shopify website is password protected. So the idea is that from 11 I will take off the password. I will actually remove it like a bit earlier in 5 minutes. And from then, that's it. Like I'll officially be a shop owner, like a small business owner. Yeah, that's crazy. Like my designs, my 3D printed designs are gonna be out there. It's very weird, you know, like, but at the same time, I'm so proud that I did it. Like I designed the brand identity, I designed the website, designed the products, of course. And I started campaigning on social media, which wasn't as successful as I thought it would be because I don't know, like I didn't get much reach or engagement, which is fine. Like on the next drop, I'll do better. And this one, I was more focused on kind of like finishing the website and getting the packaging and all of that, you know, like making sure that my products were fine and good to go, you know. So I didn't care that much about the social media campaign that I should have made. But yeah, it's fine because it's about to happen. Whatever happened, whatever good or wrong I did regarding to launching my shop has happened. It's happening. Let's open the shop. And it's done. My store is now open to everyone. Then I'll see you later. And later became 5 days because today is April 3rd and I'm finally catching up with you. The reason why it took me so long to catch up with you was because I had to put my thoughts together. You know, there was a lot going on in here, a lot of positive thoughts, also negative ones, and I was like, well, I don't know when I'm gonna make the next video, you know. I wanted to kind of like have more like of a clear mind, and I have it now, luckily. So when I launched the shop on Saturday, I sold one item to a friend. I was very happy because she's super supportive, and I just thought like, well, she didn't have to because she's my friend, you know, but she did anyway, and it just made me so happy. I also learned that my website was functional, you know, like I told her like, if you hadn't bought from me, I would have thought that maybe my Shopify page wasn't functional, and that was the reason why nobody bought, you know, but no, it was because they don't trust me yet, and that's completely normal. Like if someone launches their shop and I don't even know who they are, like why would I buy from them, you know? But I guess I thought since I had an Instagram account with over 10,000 followers, which those followers kind of like declined a lot over the years because I gained a lot of followers when I was making virtual reality content and then when I was making creative coding content. But then when I switched to whatever niche I was at that point, that I started declining, people just started unfollowing me, which is fine, you know, like I wasn't the same person anymore. They didn't need to follow me, you know. And now that I was doing 3D printing, I gained new followers, of course, but I was losing more than I was gaining, you know. So I just thought I wanted to start from scratch. And this is why I created Sunset Studio page. With that, I realized that the followers that I had in my other account didn't really care about my new project because only 70 people follow me there, which is fine. Those are like my Instagram friends, and I'm very happy that they joined me. But the problem with that is that those 70 people, they don't necessarily like my designs, like my kitschy, vintage and designy creations, you know, like they are there because they support me or they like to see how I'm building a 3D printing business or that I'm 3D printing or, you know, like whatever new random thing I might do next. By today, like 15 days after since I started posting, I spent 30 euros on Instagram ads. And I also have some pins on Pinterest that are promoted, and that's free because with Shopify I got 95 euros of Pinterest credit. And I did gain some followers that have lovely homes on Instagram, by the way, that they followed me, and I followed them back because I was like, well, I really like your apartment. And I'm glad that my advertising somehow worked, because I reached people that they didn't knew me before, and that maybe at some point they want to buy from me, or we want to do any kind of collaboration, who knows? But it made me so happy, you know, that I'm slowly getting in a new niche that is interior design, product creation, product design. That's something that it feels so refreshing after so many years not really knowing who I was or where I wanted to be, and now it's kind of like everything makes sense, and I'm just so happy. Of course, the fact that I'm not selling like this month, I'm not gonna be making minimum wage or whatever kind of wage, you know, at all from the shop, which I knew, you know. But I did have like some kind of like up and downs in terms of my mood. Like, it's amazing that I did this and that my friend bought from me and that new people are following me. They like my designs, and you know. But at the same time, I was like, I spent so much money on this, and it's gonna take me so long until I recover my initial investment, you know? It's true that when I bought the printer, I wasn't thinking about starting a shop. I just did it because I wanted to. I could afford it by then. I had my full-time job, and I just wanted to have a new hobby, you know? I made the numbers. Oh my God. I spent only in the business 1,300 euros. It's a lot. It's a lot. 600 something are from the printer itself. Let me grab my phone because I have the numbers in here, but I spent a lot. So just with the printer, I spent 630 euros. And then with filament, like tools that I need for the printer, and also I just added here the shipping materials like the boxes and the stickers and all of that. With this, I spent 460 euros. Then in software, I spent 155 on Plasticity and 33 euros on Nomadsculpt. Then the 30 euros that I spent on Instagram advertising. And then 28 euros that I spent on shipping to influencers, like PR boxes that I sent. I'll talk about this in a minute. So all of this sums up to 1,300 euros. Actually, it's 1,323 euros. Shopify is still free. Well, it's actually €1 until June. After that, I think it's gonna be like 30 euros per month. Yeah, so just for you to know, like 1,300, that's how much I spent on the business. I only recovered 56 euros. So that's 2 orders that I got. One from my friend and then one from another Instagram friend that I got today, which I didn't expect at all. It made me so happy. As you can see, like if you just make the math, I still owe myself 1,257 euros. No, 67 euros. So I'm very far from being like, which is fine, you know, like, I'm treating this not as like a successful business from day one, but more like a redirection of my career path towards my happiness, like doing something that it makes me feel whole, you know, and that keeps me creative and motivated and happy, you know. I didn't want to be working on something that makes me feel miserable for the rest of my life. Work is 1/3 of your day. We spend so many years of our life doing that if we have the opportunity, we have to try and make something that makes us happy. Of course, sometimes it's not possible because of money, I don't know, illness or whatever, you know, like many things can affect your career path, you know, but in my case, I'm like, well, you're in a privileged position right now because you can do this, and if you don't do it now, you're gonna regret it so much in the future whenever I have more responsibilities, and whenever I don't have the time for this, you know, so I'm like, it's now or never. I mean, it could always be like in a few years, you know, but I really wanted to do it, and it's, that's it. sorry for that rant. Let's talk about the PR boxes that I sent. So this all happened because my cousin, she also owns a business. She told me, why don't you contact influencers? I was like, yes, I have a list of people I want to contact, but I had in my mind that I was doing a soft launch and that I wouldn't be kind of like pushing my shop to people that much. Like, you know, like I didn't even start making apps until I talked to her. I was like, yes, I should do that. I should do that because organic reach is not reaching at all. And I don't know, when I was talking to her, I was like, yeah, I'll do it, but I wasn't that sure. And then there was this girl, she has a lovely apartment on Instagram and she started liking my reels. And I was like, that's good. You know, like someone with good taste is liking my content. And I follow her and I told her like, if she wanted to do a collab with me and I would just send her my products, she could choose whatever color she wanted and no strings attached, like whatever she wanted to do, that would be fine. To be honest, at the point, I didn't even thought about it. It was more like an impulsive act, you know, like, oh, okay, you like my things, let's chat, you know? And she agreed to it. She was super nice. And since that happened, I got like this confidence boost and I brought to this Spanish influencer that she doesn't do interior design like the other one, who is in Germany, by the way, but she does more like lifestyle, and I've been following her for many years, and I was like, let's see if she likes it and she wants to do this, and she agreed to it. And I mean, I don't know why I'm surprised, like I really like my products, but I guess I needed this validation, you know, from people that I know they have good taste, you know. She was also like pleased to do this collaboration, and I was like, I'm sending it in a couple of days, you know, so happy. So on the next days, I just started printing my containers and the trays, and I had to redesign the lid of the container of the jewelry box because it was giving me a lot of problems. It wasn't printing, and I was like, come on, at this point, like I already committed to influencers that I would send them my products, and here I am redesigning my product. Luckily, I did that very quickly, and I was able to send the packages on the day that I told them to. So that was great. And the learning is that they have a very tight agenda, and that if in a desperate moment I was kind of like in need of them to kind of like promote my brand in order to gain followers, that didn't happen because they still haven't received my items. And I said I would be closing the shop this Sunday. It's a Wednesday. No, it's a Thursday now. So I said that I would be closing the shop this week, that it would be only open for a week, on the day actually. And after seeing that I've only sold 2 pieces to a friend and an Instagram friend, I was like, well, maybe I need to give this more time. Like, let's wait until the influencers receive the boxes and they have the time to actually promote them if they feel like it, like if they like the products and they want to show them to their followers, you know. Then if I close the shop now on Sunday, you know, I'm gonna miss the opportunity of more people actually buying from me. Also, my Instagram page is getting a little bit more of traction. I have 120 followers at this moment, which doesn't seem a lot, you know, but I'm getting people that are actually following me because they saw an ad or they saw a reel that they liked, you know. So I guess the logic here is that if I keep doing this for more time, people would actually like trust me and at some point maybe purchase from me because they like my products or because they want to support me or whatever. I guess, I mean, I'm not here for the instant money. If I'm opening the shop now instead of job hunting, it's because I have the savings and because I really want to do this for me, you know, like for future me and, well, present me too, you know, because I was very unhappy at my previous job position. So, like a friend told me, this is not a sprint, this is a marathon, you know. It doesn't really matter that also like you get there first, but that you actually complete the race, you know. And so far, that's it. That's the mindset. Of course, sometimes I'm feeling a bit more like low, like what if what I'm doing is stupid and nobody likes my designs? But at the same time, I'm like, they will like my design. Like, of course I like your design. Like, there's an audience for you because I think what I'm doing is very cute. So yes, and that's the rant of the day. I think I covered everything. I have some notes here because when I start talking to you without a script, I just start ranting. So yeah, final thoughts. Well, the final thoughts are that if you're starting a new business and you don't have any kind of following, or even if you do, just remember that it takes time for people to trust you. Like, even if you have a big following, not everyone is gonna spend their money on you, you know? Maybe whatever you're doing, it's not something that they're interested. And if they are, maybe it's not the right time for them to purchase. It's completely fine, you know? Like, people are nice. And even you, like, whenever people are doing this, it's not like we're always buying from people. I mean, I used to buy a lot whenever I could from people that I wanted to support. But of course, now that I'm unemployed, I'm like, well, I totally get the budgeting part. Before being unemployed, my budgeting was terrible. Like, I was buying quite a lot. I was never buying something I could not afford. That's how I managed to have enough savings to sustain my small business decision, you know, with probably no income until who knows how many months in. But yeah, just for you to know, like, whenever, if you're starting a small business, just don't spend a lot of money right in, and maybe not even after half a year in, you know, just it takes time. And you are learning a lot. Like, I'm just talking in first person actually. I'm learning a lot just by doing. I know there's a lot of content on YouTube and Instagram and whatever that they tell you how they did it and all of that, but I feel like not until you experience it, you are not really understanding how it works and how you should do, because everyone has a different case, you know, like everyone has a different background, niche and whatever, you know. It's good to listen to them just to have like some inspiration. Also, it's good to listen to the people around you, but just remember that they are not you. They are not working in your business. They don't have your skill set. They don't have your fears and motivation. So in the end, just listen to yourself. Like, this is what I'm trying to do. So I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you so much for watching. I have more content coming. I'm gonna be back at posting regularly here, like weekly here. I'm sorry for the 2 weeks pause. I really had to start posting on Instagram, and for some reason, like, managing to social media platforms while launching the business made me so stressed that I was like, priorities. And by then it was just kind of like trying to post daily on Instagram, which I did. And yeah, if you want to follow me, it's Sanjita Studio. I'm just gonna put it on the description, and I'm gonna put like a screenshot here or whatever. So yeah, you can follow me there if you don't already. And with that, thank you so much again. I'll see you soon. Bye.